Welcome back. It is 8:44. Time for Move It Monday. You know, not being able to hit the gym or head to an exercise class, it can really put a damper on your active routine. I know it's tough.
Yeah, a lot of people going stir crazy. Well, today we're talking with Jeff Nelson, the CEO of Adapt Training in Beaverton, along with trainers Marissa and Jay Richardson. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, you guys.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, and so how have you all been taking being stuck at home during this time?
Well, you know, most of us are working from home. The gym is physically closed. We're here to do this. You can see the cones for our 6 feet of physical distancing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Very safe.
Okay, so yeah, we appreciate you guys coming in to kind of show and tell some moves here that we can do at home. Now, I know one of the things Adapt focuses on is training routines for younger athletes. So is that some of what you're working on this morning?
Yeah, so, you know, we've been in business about 20 years, and actually in March was our 20th anniversary. So
Nice.
COVID-19, I guess, was our anniversary gift. So, you know, that's been interesting. But really what we're about is helping people unlock physical freedom. And so with that, we wanted to talk today about, for our young athletes, kind of a multivitamin of movement. And then at the end, a chair break for our adults, people like ourselves that are sitting too much, and how do we get the chair out of the body?
Okay.
Yeah, all right, so show us then, what can these young athletes do?
Perfect. Well, and I think the first thing to set up right, these kids are getting crushed right now. We're sitting more, they're on their devices, they're doing all these things. And so really with them, the critical thing we need is to have them getting foundational developmental movement. And over the past year, we've had a similar program at OES, local private school, where we built a supplemental progressive physical education program. And so we launched today actually this 30 and 30 program for these 8th grade and below, 30 workouts, 30 days for 30 minutes. And so Jay and Marissa are going to take you through just a couple of exercises, and they'll talk a little bit about the how and the why for these two.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
get
show
into
us, yeah.
Jay here.
Perfect. So the first exercise we'll be demonstrating and walking through is the hero lean. So Jay's going to demonstrate this. You're on your knees, hip width apart with your knees, and then your toes are pointed so that the tops of your feet are into the floor. From here, you're going to squeeze your butt and lean back as far as you can without bending at the hips or arching your back. So for this,
we could not bend back that far.
That's
I already
impressive.
know. That is impressive.
a lot of people won't be able to get this far back, but that's okay. The purpose of this one is really to lengthen those hip flexors that get really tight from sitting.
Okay.
And so the second exercise is roll-ups. So for this one, feet are hip width apart, and then he is squatting down to the floor, rolling all the way back, and then rolling up and out of this position, trying not to use his hands.
Ooh.
And the application for this one, if you can't roll up without using your hands, would be to use your hands to get up, or you can just do full squats. That works as well, getting as low as you can. The purpose of this one is to work on the range in your hips, knees, and ankles, and the strength through that range to get up out of that position.
Nice.
Okay,
I feel like both of those moves are like deceptively difficult. I would struggle
I would
quite
not
a
be
bit.
able to.
But that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now some other stuff too for a bit of a chair break.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that was for the kids, but then we have our parents, like ourselves, that are stuck at home. Our kids are driving us crazy. No offense, we love our kids. But really what we're doing, we're casting our bodies into this chaired position, right? Our hip flexors are tight, our shoulders are rounded, we're on the computer. So the first thing we need to do is really break that cast, or really get the chair out of the body, right? So there's really 2 critical things we look at. One is getting independent movement of each hip, right? The ability to move them through a full range, and getting each shoulder blade, the shoulder blades together to move freely. So we've been doing a chair break routine for about 5 minutes every day in our private Facebook group. But we wanted to give you a couple of moves. We call them the power moves. It's really 2 movements. And if you do these 3 to 4 times a day, it'll take you less than 2 minutes, so there's no excuse. It's really going to help you feel the difference and get that chair out of your body. So I'm going to have Jay and Marissa demonstrate a little bit different, but the first is called a spread foot reverse pullover. So they're going to go into this spread foot position. They're going to squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, press down gently through the big toes, almost like you're holding a piece of paper in the wind. And then you can see what they're doing. They're reaching behind, interlacing those fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades. And you'll see Marissa has pretty good range there. Most of the people watching, or if they're like me, are going to have a hard time with it. So what we're going to have them do is just have the hands down and just pull, squeeze, and release between those shoulder blades. So they're still actively squeezing the thighs, squeezing the glutes so we open those hips. And then the next one we're going to do is just a static lunge hold. So again, we want to get this nice big step forward, get those hips independent, right? So they're going to drop down, squeeze that back glute, and have the shoulder over the hip over the knee. Now, same thing, Marissa's pretty deep. We're going to have a lot of viewers that can't quite get in that position. So as Jay's demonstrating, we're not going to go quite as deep, but we're still going to get the benefit. He's going to squeeze that glute, feel that hip stretch, hold for 15 to 30 seconds on each side. You know, you can use a chair if you need, but those 2 moves, we tell you, those will make a huge difference. We challenge you to do it 3 to 4 times a day.
Yeah, those look doable,
Yeah.
and I think I could even do those at my desk at work.
I think so.
Yeah.
I know that shoulder stretch, that's always a good one after a long day at work. And I
Yeah.
know you guys at Adapt, you have some really good videos and stuff too online, so people can come back and watch this segment and go check out your other stuff and follow along and take a little break from all this computer sitting that we're doing right now.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for joining us, you guys. And if you want more information on Adapt training, they're over in that 217 area,
Oh, nice.
off of 217 in Beaverton. Just go to coin.com where we have posted a link.